Hello everyone, I am Crawlers and this is Tactical Tips. So, Operation Locker is notorious for camping, right? It rightly earned its moniker Operation Clusterfuck. And in this real short video, I'm gonna show you a couple of flanking routes you can take on Operation Locker. And well, after my sort of successful Caspian border flanking video, you may or may not want to watch it. I mean, most people know about this stuff, so, and some don't. So here we go anyway. One of the most notorious things that Operation Locker is known for is the pipe that will breathe out fire into the hallway, cooking anyone unlucky to be there at the time. Now this pipe is found on the ceiling of the hallway that leads from the outside between A and B on Conquest Large. And the fun thing is that this pipe can be shot at from the inside or the outside of the building itself. So, you know, it's really fun to do, especially on Rush or even in Conquest. You know, if you can't get a beat on the other guy directly, or are just afraid of peeking out, just, you know, shoot the pipe above him and enjoy the barbecue. And obviously you can do this as many times as you want as it burns out, and you know, you can then restart the fire. Obviously there are other camping places on Operation Locker, like this piece of concrete slab that you can go prone on above the entrance to B flag. And this is useful because the guys shooting out of the entrance won't really get a good shot at you unless they come out, at which point you can, you know, mow them all down. There's another spot that's a camper's wet dream. If you go where the helipad is, jump up on some rocks and then real carefully jump up onto the AC vent, and then on top of the doorway, on top of the framework, you can jump up and, you know, onto the rocks and pretty much control a lot of ground below you, basically having access to three sides, you know, the entrance, the right and the left pathways. Also, if you are going to get bogged down in an entrance to the rotunda or the C flag, and we all know this is where the grenade spam happens, I suggest you head glitch your way to mega kill streaks. So instead of standing out in the open and just pointing your gun into the archway, shooting at the bad guys on the other side, you go down the stairs just enough so that your head is peeking out, and you can still aim at the enemy, and really you will have no trouble getting a good shot at them, while they will have a lot of trouble getting a bead on you, unless they have a sniper, of course, or someone gets lucky. Now this works particularly well when someone has already blown out the railing of the stairway so that you can get even lower. And the reason this works in FPS games like Battlefield 4 is because the actual bullets come out of your head in the game world and not your gun, which by the animation, as according to the bad guy, is below the surface of the stairs. And finally, I'm gonna cover two flanking routes on this map real quick here, because some people already know this stuff. If you take a small Operation Locker map like TDM or Domination, you have access to two flanking routes on either side of the map, eastern and western respectively. Basically, to the east, if you start going up the side of the cliff and then go out of bounds, turn south and hop the fence, you will come out on some rocks back inbounds of the map, where you have a great overwatch on the entrance to the locker itself. Here you can set up a small camp, you know, break out the bipod if you have it, and go medieval on the enemies coming out of the doorway. Most of them won't be expecting fire coming from their right, so they will likely miss you, but hopefully you won't miss them. A small advice from me: if you are going to set up the bipod up here, set it facing away from the doorway a little bit, because the LMG on the bipod can swivel very little, and for you to cover as big an arc as you can, you want your leftmost limit of the bipod swivel to be about facing the doorway, not the middle of the arc facing the doorway, so that you can still turn away from the doorway and catch the guys running out of it, because they will bolt out of there like jackrabbits. The second flanking route you can take is up on the opposite end of the small map of Operation Locker, like TDM or Domination. On the western edge of the map, you can hop the rocks, sprint into the doorway, jump down quickly to the stairs, and make a beeline for the wall in front of you. Now, if this wall is still there, not to worry, you're not stuck in here. Just step back a little bit and blow up the flammable container that's right next to it. And from here, you can really have a good view to the other team, as you have just come up behind it. So thanks for watching. Please rate and share this video as it helps my channel grow. Check out my other videos at the end of this one. And remember, in Soviet Russia, YouTube subscribes you.